Hello, the Nokia Experts website. It's been quite a while since I've looked at a new Nokia phone. I think the last video may have been the Nokia N8 actually. I haven't not yet seen the E7. However, I do have in front of me, and as you can see the box, and in my hand, is the new Nokia Astound for T-Mobile USA. Now, T-Mobile has been one of those companies that has actually been pretty good with supporting phones, you know, like the E73 mode, the Nokia Neuron, and now we have the Nokia Astound, which you can't see here, but I have it in pictures up at the top. It actually says the C7. So this is the US T-Mobile version of the Nokia C7. Now, just for quick comparison before I dive into the Nokia Astound, this is the one I have now, which is the Nokia N8 in orange. As you can see here, the Astound is much thinner, about the same. The Astound is a little bit higher, and the N8 is a bit wider. The Astound really feels great in your hand, and when I looked at it at Nokia World last year, one thing I noticed was that the Astound felt great in your hand. It really reminds me of a Nokia E71 without the keyboard and just in the touchscreen. Now this device sells on T-Mobile for a subsidized price of only $79.99 with a 2-year contract, and even unsubsidized, no additional contract, it's only $299.99. So I'm very close to buying one for myself because I'm finding I'm using it more than the N8 for a couple of reasons, right? So the C7 does not have yet the full PR2 update. ANA was what it's called now, from what I understand. However, I'll show you some things in the device that do show it has been updated over even the C7s in Europe. First, let's take a look at the hardware. The display, of course, is the beautiful 3.5-inch display, 360 by 640, and I believe, well, the C7 had the clear back display, and I believe this one does too. I can't find it anywhere in the specs specifically. However, if you look at this compared to side by side with the N8, you will see that this is a much nicer display. I mean, just as I slide through, it's just a beautiful display on this device. So it has a display. It does have a front-facing camera up there for video conferencing. It has you know, a red and a green call and send button. It's got a center home button, right? You push to go to the apps and things like that. T-Mobile branding on the front, and then we go to the left side. It has the 2mm charging port, which is a nice option to have because a lot of Nokia people have that. On the bottom is just a lanyard opening. On the right side, we have a camera capture button, physical, the lock switch, volume up, volume down, and then this is the voice command button if you push it. And I haven't found a setting where you can customize that yet. I have to check on that some more. And then up top we've got a pretty flush power button. We've got the 3.5mm headset jack, and then we have a cover over our micro USB port, which is also used for both syncing and charging. And then on the back we have an 8-megapixel camera. It's not the Carl Zeiss camera. It is a nice camera though. It's also the it's not the autofocus. I can't remember now. So on the back we have the camera. It's an 8-megapixel camera with a dual LED flash. It's got the extended depth of field camera on there. It's a nice camera actually. And then we have metal in back and white. There's only one color, and it's the white. If I take off the back actually, I'll just show you. There's the battery here, and up here is actually the SIM card slot. So you don't actually have to take the battery out to do the SIM card slot. However, I will take the battery out just to show you that you do have to take the battery out to get to the micro SD card, which is hidden down inside there. I can't even see it myself. Now, I don't have very good fingernails, so it's not easy for me to get in and out of that, but I don't believe there's one in there. No, there's no micro SD card in that device actually right now. And I have to check the, let's see if the retail package, I don't know if it ships with a micro SD card. They probably say, nope, just a slot. I guess there's no card. Probably would save a few bucks, but you can put a 32 gigabyte card in there, of course. So that's pretty much it for the hardware. very nice. I'm starting it up now. I just pulled the battery out, so I have to restart it. And then we'll kind of walk through some more of the device, specifically some of the software features that are not present in the N8 yet, and that make this device more useful to me personally as I use it every day. I'll let you see the launch screen and things like that. You see it's a T-Mobile stick together. Another, just speaking of some of the hardware, what I found is, as you can see right here on this screen, one of the widgets I have there, that's the NFC widget that I have on there. So it has that wireless technology built into it. I haven't yet found a use for it yet, but it's interesting that it has NFC built into it, near field communications, when I believe it's one of the only devices that does. And I'll have to check to see if the European C7s do. Another thing, I did confirm that this is the same, I believe it's the same quad band, or it's quad band GSM, but I believe it's also the same pentaband WCDMA. I'm just looking at the specs here for a second, so that's why my voice is trailing off as I try to look for the frequencies. It says 850, 900, 17, and 2100, so that's both T-Mobile and AT&T. So one thing I was writing about was this is really maybe a device to bridge the gap as T-Mobile and AT&T figure out if they are going to combine. If you got something like this, especially at this price, you could rest assured that it would work with 3G on either one of the networks. So let's go and take a couple look at the software. A couple things that stick out, there may be more, is the Gmail client, or not the Gmail, the email client is much better on this device. So I'll pop it open here. So here we go. Here's a look at my email. Now this is not even a kind of view that I have on my N8. See, it's got unread is light, and it's a Sunday, so my syncing is turned off. I'll have to sync it. But as you can see, unread is kind of grayed out. And then or red messages, when I get a new one, I don't know if I have any new ones, I probably don't actually. Let's see, let's go to an email. So if I open up an email, you can see this is an eBay purchase that I made for some headphones for my daughter, but I mean, it's fantastic. It has the HTML by default, and it's a much better one than I even remember on my N8. I mean, this is a usable email client in my opinion, and much nicer. That was my Facebook text messaging there. Let's go into just kind of showing you some of these things. Look at here. The one thing that's different is the icons. See, apps and games is different. The web's different. These have the new icons, and I believe these might be the icons that are in the PR2 update as well. So there's the new icon set. There's the new email client. Now, let's say I was going to go, let's see, I'll get into Office. Go into the note. One thing that's nice, I'll show you in a minute. Okay, so we go to Note, right? So I wanted to create a new note, and I'm going to tap to write. What do you see? You see that? Portrait QWERTY keyboard. Pop it over here, go into landscape, and then we have swipe, right? We have swipe in landscape if we want to load it up there, and then we have a full portrait keyboard in portrait. No portrait keyboard currently on the other devices. Now, I wanted to also show you, it has telenav on there, right? So telenav, GPS navigation's included. We got the Nokia OV Maps. I'm testing out some other applications and clients and things like that. One of the games it launches with, it's a light version, but it plays wonderfully on this beautiful screen. Fruit Ninja, a very popular game. My daughter loves to play it. I don't know if you've played this game before. You just slice your finger across the fruit. Not the bombs. Oh, if you get a bomb, then you blow up and you die. And of course what you're seeing is it does have the auto rotate, and I do have it turned on. That's a setting that you can manage, of course. And as you see, unlike some mobile operating systems, this actually auto rotates just about everything. So this is a really nice device. I've only spent about a week with it. I'm pretty sure I'm going to go ahead and buy one because I know it's a Symbian 3 device, but I really like it, and this is everything that I wanted my N8 to have except for the camera and the orange color, of course. So that's a look at the Nokia Astound on T-Mobile, available now for only $79.99 or $299 with no contract. Thanks for watching.